So the goal of this video for me is to show you guys how I dismantle this car, post it all up on eBay, and show you how much money I make or potentially lose. It's actually Christmas Eve today, and I'm gonna be partying out this 2019 C7 Grand Sport I just purchased. As you can see, this thing is really smacked, and it's not looking good at all. Don't ask me why. I bought one of the most wrecked C7s I've seen in a while, and on top of everything, it's across the country from me. I'm actually down in Washington. This car was way down by New York. Quick backstory on myself. I'm actually 18 years old. I've been partying out motorcycles since I was about 14, just buying old garbage off of Facebook Marketplace and partying it out. And I finally got to this point where I could afford such a car, have my own space to party it out at. So I decided I'll make a video and show you guys because it's crazy how much damage this car has. It's gonna be Christmas Eve today and I'm supposed to be enjoying a nice dinner, but I got this piece of junk to work on. So let's lift this thing up and let me show you guys the damage because it's pretty crazy. I honestly don't really even care if it falls off at this point. So starting from the front, as you can see, it hits some kind of pole, direct center, like my hand goes all the way back like a foot. The frame, right there, pushed way that way. Everything under here. Start going under. Oh, I see a lot of oil. Wonder why. Come around here, look what I see. The engine's literally cracked right there. Torque tube is messed up. Header's even bent. I mean, this whole thing shifted back. Keep going back. Oh, for some reason I see some oil in the transmission. Huh, wonder why. Can't see yet, but I'm just gonna assume that the transmission is cracked. Keep going farther back. Oh, there's a piece missing off the differential. And on top of everything, it has an aftermarket AWE exhaust, which is honestly cheaper than the stock. When I was purchasing this car, I was envisioning a good engine, a good transmission, a good torque tube, just counting up how much profit I'm gonna make on this thing. Towards the end of the video, once I have this car all listed up on my eBay store, I'll show you guys how much money I pull off of it and how much I paid for it. Oh yeah, and on top of everything, this car has to be like plastic dipped or whatever this is right here. Just comes right off. And then that's not even the factory paint. You can't see on camera, but it has a whole lot of imperfections because it was actually repainted because the original color is black. So the goal of this video for me is to show you guys how I dismantle this car, post it all up on eBay and show you how much money I make or potentially lose. So without further ado, let's dive in this thing and see what we have. There's no keys for this car, so I can't open that. So that's gonna be kind of tough. Okay, so for whatever reason, when I hooked up my booster to this car, down in there, the car never powered on, but when I get a battery and some cables, then it powers on. As you can see, it's on, it has 68,000 miles. The speakers work, but I can't get the trunk to unlatch. I'm not sure why, but I definitely need this open to start taking apart the rear and stuff. Because when I press the button, nothing works. So I'm assuming when this guy crashed with his knees, he messed something up in there, because look, he hit really hard. I feel bad for the guy.
The frame right here, it's actually welded on and it's just off the car. That's all like loose, broken.
Yeah, because that manifold is definitely shot. Also, I got some help there from my bro. Check it out, guys. The crank pulley just split in half. That's crazy. I wonder if the crank is bent. Okay, guys, while my brother's working on the front end over there, taking that apart, I'm trying to figure out how to pop this latch. So what I think I'm gonna do is take off that plastic inside and see if I can just manually open the latch. Okay, so my power button wasn't working and I don't have keys for this car. So what I did is I just pulled this down and it trunk opened, finally. Also, check out how bad this damage is. Hit so hard right there, subframe. That's the front subframe. That's probably supposed to be like right here. Pushed in, the engine's pushed in into the firewall. And if you come inside, something's poking out right there. That something hit the brake pedal and made that piece come out. Check out the setup, guys. So the radiator, they had it all zip tied to the front of the engine, and they had a bungee cord holding the radiator, and the hood was on the car, so you couldn't see none of this damage. Imagine that. I was thinking this engine's in good condition. I'm gonna sell it. Joke's on me. If anybody ever wondered what inside of a manifold looks like, that's what it looks like right there. Oh, and also this car has some special lug nuts, and I don't think I have the tool. So that's gonna be fun. Just bang a big old 5/16 or a 24 in there and she comes right out. Check that out. This is what the inside of the steering rack looks like. Axle, the rear axle ripped out of the diff right there. That's how hard the impact was. Just got the diffuser off in the mufflers. Check out this damage. The exhaust was pushed back so hard. It's even damaged right there. So it hit the differential when it was in the accident. Everything was pushed backward. Okay guys, so we got all the four corners of the suspension disconnected from the frame up top, as you can see up there. Next plan of attack is gonna be putting this thing on jack stands. And we're gonna take off the 8 bolts that hold the subframes, and hopefully just the transmission, torque tube, and engine just drops down. Check this out, guys. We never unscrewed the engine or anything yet. Just been working on the exterior, interior. Well, I stepped on this subframe. It's cracked off the frame right there. And look at this. The whole engine literally shakes. Okay, I'm gonna pause right here and show you guys what's going on. So look at the damage in the firewall. That's all pushed in. Well, as we're lifting this, we're just lifting the car up by the roof. Check this out. That's the damage. It's all holding on by a thread. First time doing it this way, it's sketchy. Also, check out this. The differential snapped on the mount right there. Wait. Keep going. Wait. Wait, stop. Something's pulling the string. Okay, guys, and that's how you separate the engine, transmission, and diff from your C7 Corvette. But on the real note, look how much damage that is. That is just absurd. This torque tube's probably bent. This diff, both sides, is just cracked. Hope the transmission is good, we'll find out. But yeah, you can see a big piece of the engine's missing there. It's cracked in there. Broke off the engine mount there. Front subframe's bent. Steering stem is trash. Timing chain cover is all bent. That's crazy. And if you look at the firewall, right there, that is all bashed in. And look how far these frame. One frame's all the way in there and one's all the way here. It's missing this whole entire piece. There it is, guys. Still have a few other parts I need to pull out of here. Put it outside for now to make a little more room in the shop. There's the drivetrain. Check out the starter, just ripped off the engine. Lower. Wait. All right, stop. Look at this. Just look at that. This is crazy, guys. Flywheel bent, this torque tube stuck. No matter what you do, it's not coming out. Oh, this is gonna be a long night, boys. Honestly, at this point, I hope I can get my money back from this car, but we'll find out in the office, I guess. I guess the next step is to get this mess cleaned up, finish pulling out all these parts, get them cleaned up, photoed. By the way, guys, check out how little parts we got from the engine. And half of these parts are probably damaged too. Well, I'm gonna get all this stuff photoed here, and I'll catch you guys in the office. Check out how much garbage we got from this car. Hey guys, as you can see, we have the whole entire car already listed. All the parts are for sale in our store. So guys, I'm back here in the shop. As you can see, it's been actually like 2 months since we parted out this Grand Sport, and we posted already a while back, already sold a lot of parts, but the total price that we got in parts for it is $33,233. Which is actually really good. It obviously seems like a really good number, but it's gonna get eaten up really quick. We paid $11,397.50 for the car. And yes, the $11,000 we paid for the car, that's including shipping it from like Washington, DC to Washington State. And then there's shipping that we're gonna pay to ship each part. Freight is pretty expensive. It's gonna add up quick. And then there's fees. Every part we sell, we have to pay 10% to eBay, for example, and it just kind of adds up. And then there's like stuff that's never gonna sell. And then the first expense I'm gonna add to this number is what we paid for the car. Like I said, it was $11,397.50. So we're already at $21,000. And so for fees, I'm gonna give it about 10%. I think in fees, I'm gonna have to pay about $3,323. For shipping, there is a lot of freight, but we did take the engine apart, so we're not gonna have to freight the engine. That would be the most expensive. So I'm gonna just cut the number about at $4,000, which comes out to $14,500. But that's not it, unfortunately. There's more expenses. So I'll give it about a ballpark number of $3,500 in parts that I think won't sell off this car, let's say 2 years from now. And I'm probably gonna accept a lot of offers and a lot of parts. So I'm gonna minus off about another $1,000 because there is a lot of customers that like to negotiate with us, and we do like to give people good deals. So after breaking down all the expenses, in about, I'm gonna say, let's say in 2 years, I sell 90% of the parts, I should be making about $10,000. Sorry if this video has been a little bit all over the place. I am a bit new to filming videos, so it'll get better with time, hopefully. If you guys enjoy this style of content, please comment down below. If you guys want to see how we make money on parting out motorcycles and stuff, please comment down below. We can make that happen. If anybody made it this far in the video, then I appreciate you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.